This is Cape Chronicle. I'm Jacob McClellan. Cape Girardeau Public Schools are currently getting a massive facelift. Actually, it's more than a facelift. It's an expansion and modernization, and several new facilities are already online. It's the result of a $40 million bond issue passed by Cape Girardeau voters. I'm now joined in the studio by Neil Glass, Assistant Superintendent of Operations at Cape Girardeau Public Schools. Superintendent Glass, thank you so much for coming by today.
Hey, thanks for having me.
First off, what are some of the projects that are already completed for Cape Girardeau Public Schools?
Well, I tell you, we just completed 3 different projects, actually 4 different projects over the summer of 2011. We had 3 remodel jobs to our elementary schools. We had Elma Schroeder Elementary that got a light remodel job with some office space additions and a couple classroom additions. We had Jefferson Elementary that had about the same things that Elma Schroeder had, a few mechanical additions, rooftops, and we also had Clifford Elementary School, which had a pretty large addition added onto it, and some mechanical systems upgrades, again with the new roof. One of our biggest projects over the summer, and we did make the schedule, was our new event stadium, which has been in the news here lately, receiving all kinds of good compliments and awards, and we are very excited about the potential there, and also the activities that are taking place as we speak.
Well, this is the first time that Cape Central's had its own real home stadium of their own. So this really is a big deal for athletics there, but it goes beyond that because this is something that's a multi-purpose event stadium that can be used for other things.
It is a big deal for us, and as a matter of fact, the football team has on the back of their shirts, "You're on our turf now," and that's a big statement because they're correct. We haven't had our own home field advantage since we've had a football team, really. So it is exciting for them. It's exciting for the soccer team. It's exciting for the band club. It's also just a big community boost that we've got all kinds of people coming out and celebrating with us, celebrating events. It's our centennial year, and we've got a lot of activities planned. We're able to get a lot of people out to the new stadium that didn't necessarily attend or haven't attended in the past. And so we're very excited about the homecomings.
Now I know that this new stadium has artificial turf. What was kind of the rationale behind the artificial turf instead of the natural grass?
We researched artificial turf for quite some time and talked to community members and talked about the value that was added with having artificial turf. And what we found is injuries were reduced with artificial turf. We also were able to use artificial turf basically 24/7, and we talk about that all the time, that we're able to have PE classes out there, we're able to have band competitions, soccer, football competitions, and virtually as much as you can host on the surface, 24/7. And as far as natural grass is concerned, you just weren't able to do that because of the wear and tear on the field. The maintenance is reduced. The upkeep is minimal, and so we're very excited. We've got high schools from around the area coming down on a frequent basis, viewing our field with the hopes of putting on a field themselves. So we're very proud about that.
Now you'd mentioned earlier some of the renovations at the elementary schools, and obviously we've been talking about the stadium. Did all these projects come in on budget?
Yeah, we're very happy with where we're at on budget. That's always something we watch very, very carefully. The bidding climate we felt was very conducive to building right now. That's why we pushed such a large bond issue out in the first place. The schedule and the budget are being maintained, and we went pretty aggressive on our schedule to make sure that we hit the bidding climate that we did, and we were able to accomplish the things we wanted to accomplish. So we were very, very, very fortunate.
Now, one of the bigger projects, maybe even larger than the new stadium, is the new Franklin School, which is going to be being built right next to the old one. How's the schedule on the Franklin School Elementary right now?
Well, if you haven't been by to see it, I encourage you to go by and see it. It's on Themis Street, and right now they're getting ready to put the rooftop on that 2-story building. It's a beautiful building. It's going to complement the surrounding neighborhood, and we're very excited about that potential as well.
When will the first classes be held at the new Franklin Elementary?
Well, that's where we got to adhere pretty close to the schedule because the transition's going to take place over the summer of 2012. And basically, we will transition over the summer. Right now, the schedule looks like it will be turned over to us July 15th. We'll move all our furniture and everything that we've got to move into that building and be ready for school start 2012, August of 2012.
How is this new school building going to be different than the old Franklin Elementary? What are some of the new amenities that are going to be added?
Well, obviously we look very close at making sure that we had the mechanical systems in place that the old one didn't have. You know, with the comfort and the climate control. We also have increased safety and security elements of that building that weren't possible in the existing building. It just makes for better programming space. Really, when we set out for this thing, we wanted to make sure that we adequately provided space for every child. And basically the national standard, the national norm is 120 square foot per student. And that's what we wanted to try to attain, was the 120 square foot student. And that's, I believe we did that with this building. It's a beautiful building.
Now, another big project is going to be the Performance Arts Center, which will be out at Cape Central. Where's that in the process right now?
The Performing Arts Center is just getting ready to break ground. The board awarded that on September the 26th. It will break ground, I would say, in the next week or so. That is a 1,000-seat auditorium, and some people may recall that was originally slated to be a 750-seat auditorium, but with the generous contribution of Richard D. Kinder, the extra $1 million did add a mezzanine balcony area that we're very fortunate, very blessed to be able to put forward.
We've been talking today with Neil Glass. He's the Assistant Superintendent of Operations for Cape Girardeau Public Schools. Thank you so much for coming by to talk with us today.
Thanks
we really appreciate it. And thank you for joining us today on Cape Chronicle. The program is a collaboration between the Department of Mass Media at Southeast Missouri State University, the City of Cape Girardeau, and KRCU, the public radio station for Southeast Missouri. The show is produced by Jim Dufek. Southeast students are, of course, manning the boards, operating the cameras, and taking care of all of the really important business for this show. My name is Jacob McClellan from KRCU. Thank you so much for watching.